Hi guys, welcome to this particular video. My name is Ahmed. In this particular video, we'll be discussing about another amazing data type and data structure inside Python called dictionary. Dictionary is like very stylish and very powerful data structure inside Python. In this video, we'll try to understand this particular dictionary in detail so that you won't be having any kinds of doubt. So let's go to our code editor and try to understand this particular dictionary. So guys, as you can see, dictionary is nothing but dictionary in Python is a collection of keys and values used to store the data values like a map, which unlike others data types which hold only a single values as an element. In some language, it is also known as map or associative arrays. Okay, that means dictionary is nothing but it's a data structure inside Python. It stores the data in a key value pair. Okay, it stores the data in a key value pair. So here you can see I kept one example. Let's say this is my dictionary. And to define a dictionary, I'm using this particular curly bracket. I already told you, dictionary also use curly brackets. Okay, whenever I was discussing about these sets, right? See, it also use curly bracket. And inside that, it stores the data in a key value pair. You can see name is the key, Bappy is the value. Okay, age is the key, 22 is the value. Gender is the key, male is the value. That means if you call this particular key, you will get the value. Okay, that's how actually it stores the data in a key value pair format. In the original dictionary as well, you will see this kinds of concept like key and value, right? If you, let's say if you're looking for any kinds of word, let's say you want to find a word in a dictionary, what you have to do, you have to use one key, okay, to find that particular word. So the same concept actually Python implemented. So this is called dictionary data structure. In Python, we call it as dictionary, but in other programming language, it is also known as map or associative arrays. Okay, that is the idea. I think if you know any other programming language, maybe you know we call it as also map or associative arrays. So here you can see some characteristic of the dictionary. So it's a mutable one. Mutable means you can change anything inside a dictionary. You can add value, you can remove value. Okay, you can change value, anything you can perform here. Indexing has no meaning. That means you can't perform actually indexing here. It's not possible. Let's say if I want to get this particular value, I can't actually call with the help of index. Okay, if you give 0 here, it will throw you error. Instead of that, what you have to do, you have to call this particular value with the help of this particular key. Okay, with the help of key, actually, I can get the value, not an index. That's why it's telling indexing has no meaning. Okay, that means you can't perform any kinds of indexing on top of dictionary. You have to always remember. So if you can remember these 4 things inside dictionary, each and everything would be cleared, and you can easily use dictionary in your code. Okay, that's the idea. You can see the third one, keys cannot be duplicated. You can't actually use duplicates key inside a dictionary. Okay, it's not possible. So it will always give you the unique one. Okay, the latest one. That's the idea. I'll tell you after some times. I will give you some example. I think this part will be more clear. Keys cannot be mutable items. Let's say whatever keys you are giving, right? It can't be any kinds of mutable object. Let's say you can't give any kinds of list here. Okay, you can't give, let's say, any kinds of sets here. Okay, it's not possible. These kinds of object actually you can't give as a keys. Okay, keys actually you can't use this particular mutable items, but in a value actually you can use them. Okay, let's say in a value actually you want to store a list, you want to store a sets, you can do it, but in keys you can't use any kinds of mutable items. Okay, that is the things you have to remember. So yes, this is the brief introduction of this particular dictionary. So let's try to see some example. First of all, I'll try to show you how we can create a dictionary with a different actually method. We can create a dictionary. Then I think this part would be more clear. So guys, you can see we can create a dictionary. There are so many ways you can define a dictionary. Like you can see we can create an empty dictionary, 1D dictionary. With mixed keys, we can also create then 2-dimensional dictionary. We'll try to see each and every example, okay, one by one. So first of all, let me show you how we can define an empty dictionary. So if you want to define an empty dictionary, what you can do, first of all, take a variable, let's say D. D means this is my dictionary. And here, just try to give this particular curly bracket. Okay, if you give this particular curly bracket, now if I print this particular D, and if I also print the type of the D, okay, type of the D, you will see that it's a dictionary. Okay, it's a dictionary, fine, and it's an empty dictionary. There is nothing inside this particular dictionary. Now, if I want to create a 1-dimensional dictionary, that means a simple dictionary, how you can create? Let's say I'll again define another dictionary. Let's say this is D1 is equal to let's say this is my key name, and this is my value. Let's say Bappy. Again, you can add like multiple items. For this, you have to assign the comma. And again define a key, let's say age, and give the item. So let's say give the value, let's say 22. Okay, age is 22, and let's say gender male, fine. So here I have created a one-dimensional dictionary, and it's a simple dictionary. Okay, because why we are calling this particular dictionary as a one-dimensional? Because inside this particular dictionary, I haven't created any other dictionary. That's why it's a one-dimensional dictionary. Okay, it's a simple one. You can see how I created. I just assigned the keys, and inside the keys I have assigned the values. Again, I have given the comma. That means I want to write a second item. So you can see this is again a keys and this is the value. Okay, again this is a keys and this is the value. Always try to remember the first one. Okay, the first one, this is called keys and this is the value. This is called keys, this is the value. Okay, this is called keys, this is the value. Always you have to remember. Okay, now if I print this particular D1, you'll see that this should be the output. Okay, that means we have created this particular one-dimensional dictionary. Fine. So that's how with the key value pair you can store the data. Okay, inside a dictionary. That's the idea. Now let's see how we can create a mixed keys. Okay, mixed keys dictionary. For this, what I can do, let's say I'll take another variable d2 is equal to. Now what is mixed keys? Like keys should be multiple object. Okay, the keys actually we are assigning. See, it's a string type keys. Okay, everywhere it's a string type keys. You can also give any other data type. Let me show you. Let's say I can give a tuple actually here. So let's say this is my tuple 1, 2, and 3. Now I can give the value. Let's say value is equal to 33. Okay, now again I'll give a comma, then again I will assign a key. Let's say key is equal to, let's say, name, and the value should be Bappi. Okay, now here what I have done, you can see instead of taking string type keys, I have taken tuple. Okay, I have taken tuple. Why I have taken tuple? Because tuple is a immutable, and it is telling you can't use any kinds of mutable. Okay, mutable items inside a keys, it's not possible. You can take any kinds of immutable one, it's possible. That's why I've taken the tuple. Okay, so it is called actually mixed keys. That means you can also use the mixed keys. That means different data type you can use whenever you are defining this particular keys. Okay, that is the idea. Now if I execute this program, it will also work. Okay, there should not be any kinds of error. See, it will also work. Fine. So this is another super important concept, because most of the people will get confused whether I can define mixed keys or not. Okay, inside a dictionary. Yes, you can define if you're using immutable object. Okay, that's the idea. Now let's try to see how we can define a two-dimensional dictionary. So if you want to define a two-dimensional dictionary, so let me take another variable. Let's say d3 is equal to. I will give you one amazing example. Let's say I want to store one student information inside this particular dictionary. So first of all, I will just write let's say name of the student. It's a name. Name, let's say Bappi. Then comma. Then I will give the, let's say, college name. Okay, college underscore name. Here you can give any kinds of name. Let's say ABC. This is the college name. And you can also give lowercase character, uppercase character. Okay, it doesn't matter. Everything will work. Now you can give the semester. Okay, semester. Let's say semester is let's say 5th, and you can give the subjects. See, whenever I want to define a subject can be multiple. Okay, subjects can be multiple. Let's say in this particular semester, he is having actually, let's say, 3 subjects. Okay, let's say DS is there, math is there, English is there. Now how I can store this particular subjects? Because I'm having multiple subjects. So here actually you can use this particular two-dimensional dictionary concept. So again, inside this particular subjects key, you can create another dictionary. So let me show you. You can create another dictionary here. Okay, now see, I have created another dictionary. Now what I will do, I'll just simply just write the subjects. Let's say DSA. Let's say Bappi got marks in DSA. Let's say 50. He got 50 mark, or let's say I can give sorry, it's a key, right? I have to write as a value. Let's say he got 80 marks in DSA. Now let's say there is another subject called math. Okay, and he got, let's say 15 math, and there is another subject I will give, let's say English. In English he got, let's say 70. So that's how actually I can create dictionary inside a dictionary. Okay, it is possible. You can see this is a dictionary. Inside that I'm creating another dictionary. This is called two-dimensional dictionary. So sometimes if you want to store the data like that, you can create a dictionary. Okay, inside a dictionary. This is called two-dimensional dictionary. Okay, now if I print this particular D3, print D3, you will see that I will get my results. Okay, you can see this is my name, college name, semester, and subjects. And subject is nothing but it's a dictionary again. Fine, this is called two-dimensional dictionary. Now with the help of dict function also we can create a dictionary. Let me show you. So I'll take another variable D4. And here I'm going to write, let's say I want to create a dictionary with the help of dict function. I can use this particular dict function, and dict function always takes actually list input. Okay, you have to give list of items. Okay, list of items, and inside list you have to give as a tuple pair. Okay, you have to give as a tuple pair. Let's say I'll give name. Okay, name is Bappy. See, you have to give like that. Inside a tuple you have to give. Okay, inside a tuple you have to give name Bappy. Okay, then if you want to pass another actually item, what you can do, again give a comma and again take a tuple, and inside that just try to mention, let's say age comma 22. Okay, it's an integer type, that's why I've given integer here. Now see, that's how I can create a dictionary. Now if I print this particular d4, now see, it will also convert this particular data as a dictionary. Now see, whatever things you have written at the first, it will become actually keys, and whatever things you have mentioned at the last inside this particular tuple, it will become a value. Okay, same things. I hope this part is clear. Now let's say you want to add some more value. Okay, you want to add some more item, just give a comma, again take a tuple. Okay, inside that just try to mention this particular pair. Okay, that's how you can add as much as item you can inside a dictionary. With the help of dict function, you can convert this particular data as a dictionary format. This is the idea. Fine. Now, can we create with the help of duplicate keys? It is possible inside a dictionary. Let me show you one example. Let's say I'll create another dictionary D5, and I'm just going to write what I can do. I can copy this particular dictionary. I think that would be better. Instead of writing, I'll copy, and here I will paste it. Instead of D1, I will assign as a D5, and see. Now what I will do, let's say name Bappy, age 22, gender male. Now I'll take another actually, let's say name. Okay, I'll take another name, Alex. Fine. Now you can see I have taken this name 2 times. This particular name key is 2 times. Now if I execute the program, what will happen? You can pause the video and can let me know what will be the output. See, if I execute the program, see, this would be the output. You can see it is taking the latest name. Okay, latest keys always. The keys I have assigned at the first, it is ignoring, and it is taking the latest one. You can see a name Alex, age 22, gender male. That means if you are defining any duplicates keys inside a dictionary, it will always take the latest one. Okay, latest one, and it will ignore the previous one. That is the idea. Okay, that's why duplicate keys actually it's not supported. Okay, inside a dictionary, you have to always remember. Now let's try to see the mutable item as a keys. Okay, it is possible or not. So for this, what I can do, I can take this example, I think, and instead of D2, I'll just write D6. Now see, I will take a mutable object as a keys. Okay, let's say I've taken list. Now if I execute this program, what will happen? It will throw me error because mutable items I can used. It will give you the error unhashable types list. Okay, it will give you this particular error because mutable it's not supported. I already showed you in the characteristic. I think you remember, right? Keys cannot be mutable items, but you can use the immutable one. Okay, if you are using, let's say, tuple, that's the idea. So I hope this part is clear, guys. How we can create a dictionary. Okay, there are so many ways I have showed you. Now the next thing we'll be learning how we can access item from a dictionary. Okay, so what I will do, I'll just take one example from this particular dictionary. So I'll take this particular example, and here I'll paste it. Fine. Okay, so now let's say I want to access this particular item. Okay, let's say I want to access this particular item. Let's say Bappy. Okay, so I think you are thinking I can access through this particular index. Okay, so what I can write, let's say D1, and I will give the index, let's say 0. Now if I execute the program, it will throw you error. Okay, because a dictionary doesn't support any kinds of indexing. It doesn't have any kinds of indexing. If you want to access any element, if you want to access any items, you have to use the keys always. Okay, you have to use the keys always. Now let's say I want to get this particular Bappy. What I will do, I will call with the help of this keys. Let's say name. You can see name is the key. Now if I execute the program, so what I can do, I can execute it here. If I execute the program, it will give me the Bappy. Fine. Now let's say I want to access the age. So what I will do, instead of name, I have to change this particular key with the age. Okay, now if I give the age, it will give me 22. Okay, now let's see, want to access this particular gender. Simply just give the gender. Fine. Now if you're giving gender like that, in a smaller case, again it will throw you error, key error, because this particular key is not present inside a dictionary. So always you have to give the correct one. Okay, that's why Python is always key sensitive. Okay, you have to always take care of this particular key, right? Yeah, now you can see I'm getting the male. So that's how actually we can access the items from a dictionary. Now you can ask me how we can access the elements from a 2-dimensional dictionary. So for this, what I will do, I'll copy this particular example, And here, let me show you how we can access element from the two-dimensional dictionary. Let's say this is my two-dimensional dictionary. Now, let's say I want to access, let's say, college name. What I will write? I'll just write D3. And inside that, I'm going to give this particular key name. Okay, let's say college name. Now it will give me the college name. Okay, I'm getting the college name. ABC, it's fine. Now let's say I want to access the DSA mark. Okay, I want to access the DSA mark from this particular dictionary. So how I can do it? So for this, what I will do, I'll just simply write D3. Okay, D3. And here, first of all, I have to give the subjects, because you can see DSA is present inside the subjects. Okay, inside a subject case. First of all, I have to call this particular subjects. Now, if I execute, you will see that I'm getting all the subjects. Now, let's say I want to check the DSA. What I will give? I'll give another bracket, and inside that I'll mention the subjects. Okay, let's say this is my DSA. Okay, this is my key. Now, if I execute, I'll get the mark of the DSA. Okay, the same thing we have learned inside list. I think you remember list indexing, like two-dimensional list indexing. The same concept actually you can use here as well. That's why I love this particular Python, because every syntax they kept as the same. So if you learn only one things, the same concept you can apply anywhere. Okay, that's how actually they makes this particular Python programming very easy. Okay, that's why I love this particular programming a lot. Now let's say I want to check the English mark. What I will do, I'll just give the English keys here. Okay, I'll give the English keys here. It will give me 70. Okay, so that's how actually we can access two-dimensional dictionary. Now you can ask me whether I can create a three-dimensional dictionary or not. Yes, you can create. Inside a dictionary, you can create another dictionary. Okay, it's possible. Okay, you can create and you can access like that. Simply just try to take some example and just execute in your, let's say, code editor. Everything would be clear. Unless and until you are not executing from your end, it would be a little bit difficult for you to understand, right? So I'll suggest, please try to write this particular code with me. Okay, it's not like that. Just try to copy paste my code. Not like that. Try to write everything from your end. If you, unless and until you are not writing, there would be some issue, definitely, right? So that's how we can access a two-dimensional dictionary. Now the next concept we'll be learning how we can add a new key value pair, okay, inside a dictionary. So again, I'll take this particular example. Let's say this is my example. I'll just add it here. Fine. Now if I print this dictionary, D1, you will see that these are my items inside this particular dictionary. Now let's say I want to add another new item inside this dictionary. Let's say I want to add weight. Okay, let's say I want to add my weight. Okay, so for this, what I can do, I will just simply write D1 and I will define the key first of all. Let's say this is my weight, GST weight. Let's say weight is so weight. Now weight equal to let's say 70. Now if I execute the program, okay, if I execute the program, you will see that it will execute successfully. Now if I print this particular D1, if I print this D1, you will see that one new key value has been added. Okay, one new key and value has been added inside this particular dictionary right now. Okay, that's how actually you can add any kinds of keys and value, okay, in a dictionary. New keys and values you can add inside a dictionary. Okay, this is the way you can add it. Now you can ask me how we can do for this particular two-dimensional one. Again, the same thing you can do. Let's say this is my D3. Now let's say I want to add another subject inside subjects. Okay, I want to add another new subject inside subjects. What I will do, I'll just write D3. First of all, I have to access the subjects. Inside subjects, I want to add another subject. Let's say I want to add, let's say Python. Okay, let's say Python is a subject. And let's say I want to add the Python marks. Let's say Python marks, he got 80. Now if I execute, this particular mark has been added. Okay, this new subject and mark has been added. Now if you want to check, simply just print this particular D3. I'll see that inside subjects, this Python has added. Okay, that's how we can also add a new key value pairs inside a two-dimensional dictionary as well. Now you can ask me how I can edit existing keys and value pair. Okay, it is possible or not. See, you can't actually edit the existing keys, but you can edit the existing value. Okay, it is possible. So let me show you. Let's say this is my example. Let's say this is my example. I'll take the same example. Yeah, so let's say this is my dictionary, D1. Now let's say I want to change this name. Okay, I want to change Bappy with any other name. What I can do, simply I'll just write D1. First of all, I will give the name. Okay, name. And here you have to write this particular name with any other name. Let's say I want to change with Alex. Now if I execute, this will work fine. Now if I print D1, you'll see that Now the name has been changed. Okay, that's how we can change a value actually. We can change the value, but we can't change this particular key. Okay, it is not possible. Key you can't change. Once you have defined a key, you have to use the same key. Okay, you can't change any kinds of key, but you can change the value. Okay, it is possible. Okay, I hope this part is clear. That's how we can edit a key value pair. Fine. Likewise, you can also edit inside a two-dimensional dictionary as well. Okay, it is also possible. Now we'll try to see how we can remove a key value pair. Okay, inside a dictionary. For this, we can use some of the inbuilt function of the dictionary. So let's say this is my one dictionary. Let's say this is the dictionary D1 I have kept. Now what I want to do, I want to let's say remove some of the keys and values, okay, from this particular dictionary. So the first function I'm going to show you, which is nothing but pop. Okay, I can use this pop function. So what pop will do, let me show you. So if I just write d1.pop, okay, and now let's say I want to pop this particular element. Let's say I want to delete this particular edge. So what I will give, I'll simply write edge here. Okay, I'll simply write edge here. Now if I execute, but before executing, I'll just print this particular d1. Okay, now if I execute, you'll see that edge has been removed. That means pop will always take the input. Okay, like which element you want to remove. Okay, which keys actually you want to remove. You have to give that particular key name, not the value name. Let's say if I give, let's say 22. If I give 22, okay, if I give 22, it won't be working. So you have to give the key name always. Always try to remember you have to give the key name always, not the value. Okay, now see it's working fine. Now, I hope you got it. Now the next function we'll be learning something called pop item. So pop item. Now what is the difference between pop and pop item? Let me show you. So if I just write d1 and let me take this particular same example again here. Now if I execute the program, you will see that pop item will delete the last one. The last item it will remove. Okay, so pop will remove the specific actually item you are assigning here, and pop item will remove the last one. Okay, that is the difference only. Now with the help of del keyword also you can delete actually item from a dictionary. Let me show you. I'll copy the same example. Let's say I want to delete the name. I'll just simply write del d1 name. Okay, name. Now if I print d1, you will see that this name has been removed, okay, from this particular dictionary. So that's actually you can also do. Now there is another one called clear. So clear will clear everything. All the items actually it will do the clear operation. So if I just write d1.clear and if I print d1, now see everything would be cleared. That means it will return you the empty dictionary. Okay, so these are the way actually we can follow if I want to remove anything from a dictionary. Okay, I hope this part is clear. So yes, this is all about our dictionary. We have seen how we can create a dictionary. We saw like how we can edit items, how we can like access the elements. Okay, everything we saw. So in the next video, we'll try to see some dictionary operations. Okay, so with that guys, thank you so much for watching this particular video and I will see you next time.